Welcome everyone. Today I'll be providing an overview and an industry update for the Zinc to Vault PromoMats migration for many of our mutual customers. My name is Stacy Hardie. I work for Veeva. Veeva is a cloud-based life sciences software company, so we focus specifically on life sciences. My role as an associate director is to support our agency partners in two areas. The first is the multi-channel content creation. So we have a partner program that has over 400 partners globally. I'm responsible for Europe and Latin America. And more recently, the Vault PromoMats certification program for agencies as well, for copy approvals and referencing. So to provide some background on the migration itself, some of you may be aware that Veeva acquisitioned Zinc back in 2015. And as part of that acquisition, a plan was put in place to migrate our existing customers from the Zinc product over to the Vault PromoMats product, which is a Veeva product itself. As you can see, we're halfway through that plan, and this year is really the tipping point now, where 50% of our customers, or Zinc customers, have indicated their plans to migrate now or are in the process of migrating. At the end of 2020, the Zinc product will no longer exist. So all of the customers need to be aware of this, as do the agencies, and they need to be prepared for this plan. The UK market really is a tipping point for this. It's where it's really important that agencies are aware of the migration itself and what plans you have in place to upskill on the new product, the Vault PromoMats product, and understand how you can support customers with their change management process within this. So now we'll take a look at more of a strategic viewpoint of the migration itself. So to provide some context of where Vault as a product sits in the life sciences company. So Veeva has products that range right through the life sciences company. It spans from R&D through to medical and then to commercial. So you can see the Vault product is highlighted on screen. It is highlighting the MedComms and the PromoMats applications itself. And Vault PromoMats is essentially a life sciences specific application that combines creation, review and distribution capabilities with digital asset management as well. So the content that's stored in Vault PromoMats powers most of the multi-channel content as well, so it ensures it's compliant and it will work with the referencing, claims, etc., all in one location. So many companies are choosing to deploy two separate applications globally to manage their content. But don't worry, if you know how to use Vault PromoMats, you will know how to use Vault MedComms as well. This slide shows the types of content that might typically be found in each application. So remember that just because the asset that's stored in the MedComms application and is defined as a medical presentation, it doesn't mean it doesn't need to be certified as well. So compliance teams need to be aware and play a key role in defining what content goes in which application and what the approval process looks like. And just a note around the digital supply chain and how this affects our customers. So today's digital supply chain is very disconnected. The review and approvals, for example, will happen in one system, say Zinc, and then the content is moved to another system that's used as a multi-channel content repository, such as Vault PromoMats for distribution for the field force. Insights are lost and it's a really cumbersome process, and that's just one example of how the disconnect is visible. By using Vault PromoMats, it completes a digital supply chain because you've got easy medical, legal, regulatory and approval, plus automated content distribution and withdrawal process. So the channels ensures complete visibility and control of all commercial and medical materials. It has the integrated digital asset management capabilities I mentioned, which then provides a global repository for storing and tagging those assets and sharing approved digital assets across the organisation. So agencies have the opportunity to be part of their customers' digital transformation. So 3 key things that you need to know as agencies with regards to the migration. The first is more than Zinc. So Vault PromoMats as a product is a bigger and better product. And without going into a deep dive of the product itself, I've highlighted some areas around that. I'll also talk about source content and a key difference around the use of source content with Vault PromoMats compared to Zinc. And then I'll also explain how agencies are key in the migration itself. So let's start with more than Zinc. As I mentioned, Vault PromoMats is a bigger and better product than Zinc. So one example here is the audit trail. It has a deeper audit trail available to the end user, so it's clearer what the outcome is of a review. For those of you that have used Zinc in the past, you can say goodbye to forgotten stamps. PromoMats has configurable verdicts that are entered in order to complete a review task, so making the process more compliant and ensuring no one can forget. You never press go again, so you don't have to worry about verdicts. In terms of the verdicts can determine the appropriate workflow, so you can bypass the originator or the gatekeeper and directly send in the piece back to the uploader if necessary. And the multi-purpose annotation tool is one of the key features here that will make your lives easier. It has the ability to automatically detect text versus images. It also has a revision text tool that automatically copies and pastes whatever text has been selected into the comment box, so the reviewer can make amends without having to rekey. Another key area are anchors for the referencing. The link document itself is a reference link, and the anchor is highlighted in a section within the reference document as well. So just some key features that will, as you can see, make things easier for you. I mentioned source content, and the key difference with Zinc is that Vault PromoMats supports source content and the uploading of that to the product. So you have the ability to upload the source content to promote content reuse. Content reuse is what customers are really focusing on at the moment. It's a hot topic for them to talk about. So how can customers really promote content reuse and share content across geographies while maintaining the chain of custody? Data from the reuse will also drive content efficiencies and provide some key insights in terms of how that can be leveraged across the organisation and to those local markets. Now we'll talk about how you as agencies are key to this process. We understand that while the pharma companies are the customer, you, the agencies, are key to making this process work. So without you, this process will fall apart. From a technology perspective, agencies upload content, they complete the referencing and they check the comments, and then reviewers to make the changes that are required. But we all know it's more than that that's involved in the whole process. So as part of that, we've created a specific certification program to support the agency users' knowledge and competencies with the product. The program was actually launched last year. We received great feedback from customers and agencies alike, and we're continuing to improve the program and welcome any additional feedback from you all. And I'll provide you with some details on how to contact us later on. But essentially, it's 4 separate areas that you'll receive support in. So training modules, exam simulation to become certified, there's a certification database as well, and the Global Service Centre still exists. So we'll take a look at that in more detail. The library module has currently over 50 modules, and you can watch the module itself. It's a click and learn, so it's an LMS system that we use. So it's an interactive content on there. So you can view the module and it will show you how you would use the product. And then you can try this out for yourself. So if you were uploading a document as a task, for example, you'll see a demo of how to upload the content, and then you will do the same on your local device. The exam simulation, the exam itself for the certification takes approximately 1.5 hours to complete. And again, it's based on the training modules. So essentially the user should take the time to go through the training modules at their own speed and convenience. We're constantly updating those modules as well, because we have 3 product release cycles and upgrades each year. So it's important that you're familiar, even if you have become certified, and return back to those training modules. And then the exam is based on that. So it is a click and learn area. So you'll be given specific tasks as if you were working for a customer, and then you would complete those tasks in the simulated environment. I mentioned the certification database. This means that when you become certified in Vault PromoMats, your details, should you wish to opt in, are registered on the website. So customers can search and find users and agency workers to work with on their Vault PromoMats product. The Global Service Centre, some of you who may have used Zinc will have contacted this centre in the past. It provides 24/7 global coverage, so any technical support that you need, any product features, functionality that you're unsure of, then please do call the Service Centre. It still exists. We have over 10,000 requests each month for product support. And these are an example of the supported languages that we have globally as well against the office locations. In terms of additional support, we don't just have the program itself. You can also join our LinkedIn groups. We would love you to be part of our community on there. There's a promotional compliance group, and then there's a digital asset management life sciences community. Those are the LinkedIn groups there. The other part that you might wish to take a look at is the Vault help for Zinc MAPS. There's a specific page on the Vault product help page. If you have access to your customers' Vault PromoMats, you can find that in the drop down underneath your username on there. If not, please contact the details at the end of this presentation, and we can also guide you to the relevant URL. And then finally, we also have a Vault PromoMats Innovation Hub, which is listed on the Veeva.com website. This hub has a series of webinars which we run, which talk about best practices. I know there's upcoming webinars that you can also register for. Best practices, product features, capabilities, functionality, just specifically aimed at customers, but are also very beneficial for agencies as well. So you can visit that area and watch at your own convenience. If you'd like any more information around the Vault PromoMats certification for agencies, then please email vpcpa@veeva.com, or you can find us on the web where you can look for any agency related support at www.veeva.com/agencies. That'll take you to a page which has the multi-channel partner program details or the Vault PromoMats certification program details. Thank you for your time today.